Hello everyone, my name is Debbie Wong and I'm the founding artistic director of Naissance Opera. We are located on the traditional, ancestral, and stolen homelands of the Musqueam, the Tsleil-Waututh, and the Squamish peoples. YouTube, the platform which is allowing us to gather in virtual space today, is headquartered on the ancestral lands of the Ohlone peoples, specifically the Ramaytush and the Muwekma peoples. We offer land acknowledgement at Renaissance to remind ourselves that we are in a process of listening and learning about the histories, cultures, and people that have stewarded the lands we are on since time immemorial. And as we all process present world events together and now turn to virtual spaces and online gatherings, it feels even more important to remind ourselves of the lands that nourish and sustain us and those who have and continue to care for these lands. As we get started, I invite you to click on the link in the chat and put your address into the map and let us know where you are presently beaming in from. I want to tell you that I am over the moon excited to share our digital time capsule with you today. But even greater than that excitement is an overwhelming sense of honor and gratitude for all the artists who have wholeheartedly participated in this project and contributed vulnerable and deeply moving works that embody their experiences of all the global events we are collectively moving through. When we commissioned these 12 pieces you're about to experience, we gave fairly flexible parameters, knowing that artists across the world have shared and continue to share in an overwhelming sense of loss or isolation or both, but also a renewed sense of hope and connection to the world that might emerge in the wake of 2020. We had no idea what our artists would create, but we wanted to allow for the full spectrum of ideas, emotions, and dreams to be honored in these commissions. So you will experience everything from contemporary dance to spoken word performance to original songs to dramatic scenes to ASL poetry, and we hope in experiencing these works that you will leave today with new understandings and curiosity for the creative voices that these artists have given us and the importance of their contributions to our society and to our world, past, present, and future. Thank you so much for joining us today.
This mole world, so centralized, so well-defined, so good at giving instruction. I wondered to myself the other day, had it yet learned to listen? The stories of my grandfather breathe life back into the sinew of my aching soul. Stories born from the bones of ancestors who bled ceremony into raw, aching soil for generations. Who learned deep breath from tree limb and soft touch from gentle breeze. Relationality from all their relations, all their teachers, all of mine as well. Earth, sky, water, fox, bear, rabbit, wolf, starry night sky. Settler mind, who has taught you? A structure, mirror, imprint of generations past all toxicity and control, while you fall prey to narratives so fear-filled, while you stumble your way through ideological dark, while you find destruction and corruption in your own bodies of authority, and the coming apocalypses of your own hearts. We are told creation stories of this time. We are told of healing. We are taught resilience, love, patience, kindness, gentleness, forethought, and deep meaning. We are told to submit ourselves to each other, this greater collective, this wider whole, all our relations, all my other than human relations. We hear you now. This reminder of the complexities, responsibilities, joys, pleasures, pains, sorrows of being, existing, life as singularity and simultaneously a connected part of this constant, pluralistic whole. Our elders repeating each day blessings, prayers, songs of celebration and sorrow, wisdom and understanding, patience, peace, guidance. May you, whoever you are, may you find yourself. May you find your ancestors. May you find your ancestors' ancestors. May you find that deepest, darkest, starry night sky of your soul, that ancient, knowing, aching part of you, that part that knows that there is so much more to life than this, so much more than coupons and weekend specials, that safety is more than fleeting, and security shouldn't be a government briefing, that believing in this life, this imperfect, mundane, divine, wonder-filled life, is so real, so worthy, so good and right and beauty-filled that you have the opportunity to make change, affect change, create change. To create and recreate this world, to reimagine this shared reality, to reinvent this time into something other than everything we've been taught it already is. May you be recreated by all that you manifest. So be in this moment, this earth, this world, this time, this possibility for freedom, because since time immemorial and until the end of time, simply put, We will be until we will be no more. And until you leave this earth, how do you plan on spending your time? This one life. This one life. For we may be born 1,000 times, but we are alive right now. So, rise, I say, recalling your inner ancient, loving, knowing, bitchy, stubborn, unflinching. We need you now. Rise, my relations. Rise.
What did we do during this time? Except dry. What did we do during this time? Except dry. What did we do during this time?
Yeah, I was envious of people who were so busy on Zoom all the time. Yeah, I was envious of people who were so busy on Zoom all the time.
I was envious of people who were so busy on Zoom all the time. But again, we hiked a lot, right? We were always out. We ended up in a park that we hadn't been to or heard of. And there was this side road. And at the end of the side road, there's this beautiful stream, small river. And the way that the sun was coming through the trees and lighting up the river that also had these big rock slabs cutting through it. I think that was the moment of hope.
At the Baptist Cove it came to me. A whale sped out of the whale-like sea. At the Baptist Cove it came to me. A whale sped out of the whale-like sea. A whale sped out upon dry land. Oh, let it not be on my hand. A whale sped out upon dry land. Oh, let it not be on my hand. Up to my waist in the freezing tide, I strove with it and watched it die. Oh, let it not be on my head. Oh, let it not be on my head. Oh, let it not be on my hands. Oh, let it not be on my hands.
cheesecake.
Are you recording?
Right. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, now answer. Cheesecake.
That's your first offer.
Just hold on, not just any cheesecake, all right? The white chocolate raspberry cheesecake from True Confections on Denman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, your go-to after the bar meal, not snack, meal, all throughout UBC.
That's a strong offer.
Right? Come on, who knows you like I do?
Nobody. But you know, now that I'm diabetic, even thinking about it could put me in a coma. So no, and next.
Okay, well, I wasn't applying practical considerations to this exercise.
Well, it is practical. This isn't like a philosophical debate.
Everything is a Okay, whatever. Okay. Let me think. Star Trek, specifically The Next Generation, season 5. You watching Geordi as captain of the Enterprise.
You know, that show had my expectations for the future set like incredibly unrealistically. I was promised a benevolent intergalactic federation, replicators in 2020. Instead, we got Jeff Bezos and the global pandemic. So again,
come on, dude.
Hey, radical honesty, man. That's what we agreed to. Radical honesty is what you're getting.
Okay.
So you get one more.
Fine. God. Okay, don't tell me the answer is like the Pittsburgh Steelwings winning the World Cup. You're better than that? And that's not my final offer.
That's really impressive, man. You mixed up all the sports.
I've never been one for sportsing. So, you know, I'm not a schmuck like you, dressing up in costumes.
Costumes?
Yeah. You would cosplay as number 26, Woodman.
Woodson, and you don't cosplay as athletes.
Well, you do. Okay, that time you had like the hat and the running pants and the shoulder
running pants.
Yeah. I mean, all you were missing was the helmet. Perfect football cosplay. Is there like a Comic-Con for sports or?
Yeah, the Super Bowl.
Okay. This is it.
Okay.
Final answer.
All right.
Watching Goodfellas.
Huh. Nope, nothing.
What? Bullshit. I can see her nose growing, Pinocchio. Come on, you can't afford that shit with the schnoz on you. You love that movie. Every time it was on TV, you would watch it all the way till the end, even though it took an extra half an hour because of commercials.
Yeah, I know. And then Netflix ruined it.
It's the same movie on Netflix.
Well, it's not the movie. It's like the streaming of it. It used to be like a ritual, you know, it's watching a DVD or VHS. It was an active choice that you made when your favorite movie came on. Like when it came on TV, it was like the universe was like, here's a gift. It's your favorite movie. Now it's all like algorithms and target marketing. It sucks.
Okay. What about going to the movies?
I'm gonna miss going to the movies.
I win. Okay, there it is.
Yeah, no, you got me.
Thank God.
But I'm still checking out today.
But you can't because I won. Radical honesty, remember? You said if I could think of one regular thing that you still love and would miss, you would keep fighting.
I know.
So
I changed my mind.
This isn't a fucking DoorDash order. You can't just change your mind about killing yourself, dude.
I'm not killing myself. The doctor gave me 6 months to a year, man. And that was before the pandemic, before COVIDiots protesting, before the lockdown, before George Floyd, Trump's bullshit.
Dude, come on, man. It's wrong.
By whose rules? I'm an atheist and you're an agnostic at best.
I'm not talking about some magical prick in the sky, all right? You would be cheating the people that you care about. You're cheating me.
I'm already dying, man. It's not
Everybody's already dying. My ceiling could cave in right now. We watched Final Destination 1 through 6 together. It's all random, so why bother at all?
That's my point.
This isn't a fucking joke.
It's all a fucking joke, man. Listen, yesterday I went for a walk, right?
Okay.
And the sun was out and there were people all over the beach. I had my mask on. I had my hand sanitizer like a good little liberal. And My sunglasses kept fogging up, and I get claustrophobic, as you know, when I got anything on my face. So I did that thing where you like pull the mask down so that your mouth is covered, but your nose isn't. And I just started laughing at how fucking dumb people are who do that.
Yeah, because you got to use the nose thing to pinch the mask lower down.
Yeah, and I hate that too. It's the fucking worst. So I started thinking about all these selfish pricks out there and how, mad they make me. They don't care about other people, blah, blah, blah.
Clearly.
But maybe they do care. Maybe they just, they realize how silly all this shit is and they're looking for a way off the train, but they don't have the balls to jump while it's in full steam ahead. Maybe if people's trains just slowed down and they saw how beautiful the blurry horizon was, they would jump to reach faster, And maybe they just gave up and they find everybody still fighting this unwinnable game ridiculous. Look, 150 years from now, there will be an entirely new group of humans on this planet. Everybody is going to be dead. Think about that. Every single person alive today will be dead and gone in the next 150 years.
This is dark, man.
No, it's not though. It's beautiful. It's just like a giant reset every 150 years or so. All the saints and the sinners and the pricks and the princes just gone in the next century and change. And no matter what mask they wear, or no matter how many times they wash their hands, or no matter how many protests or counter protests they go to, or what vaccine that Pfizer or Moderna or the fucking lizard people come up with to prick ourselves with, we are all headed out. And at least with my plan, I can control the narrative. Not cancer or COVID or diabetes or any obstacle making it harder to fight the inevitable. And I gotta be honest with you, man, I've actually been lying to myself the entire time. I'm gonna miss everything you talked about.
So,
but none of it will outweigh how stoked I am to just take a break, man. Just a long break. So, I need you to carry out the plan that we discussed. You promised me you would, so.
I changed my mind.
You can't change your fucking mind. I want you to take my ashes to Stanley Park and then down to English Bay, and you can sprinkle me on the beach when the tide is low. And I just have one tiny amendment, okay? You gotta wait for the nicest day in July, because I want to get one last suntan before I embrace oblivion, okay?
Fuck you. Can you just wait one more day? The Bachelorette is on tonight, and my wife and I really want to see if Teiya picks Zach. I love you.
Love you too, man.
Fisherman, fisherman, fisher, here is my wish. Go to the ocean, catch me a fish. catch me a fish and then throw it back or not, as you wish. Fisherman, fisherman, fisher, here is my wish. Go to the ocean, catch me a fish. The ocean is split. What do you want from me? Pulling me down to see your world. to see your world. Spatsu no jiki wa aki ake. Teiya
Anishinaabe audio log for November 22nd, 2020. Progress is slow, but steady. As usual, remembering verbs in conjunct form is the biggest challenge. That Ojibwe grammar, man. But I'm getting there. Can be pretty frustrating, but I gotta keep reminding myself why I'm doing this. My priority for learning Anishinaabe, or the Ojibwe language, is to pass it on to my sons. They do have names in the language after all. Jikwis and Ayabe. I love those boys so much. Also, as an Anishinaabe person who makes a living using the English language, I kind of feel like it's my duty to devote just as much time and attention to my native language. Right now, I'm in the process of writing my next novel, and I want Anishinaabe to be a big part of it. It's going to be in a lot of the dialogue, so I got to get it right. I want to eventually write a novel in my language, someday. It's a huge job, and who knows if I'll ever have the skill to do it. But that's why I'm making these recordings, to document the words and lessons I'm picking up along the way, and also to keep myself accountable to my culture, my family, my community, and our stories. They say that Ojibwe is one of the only indigenous languages that'll survive into the next century. I don't know who they is, but that fact has been hammered into my brain over the years. Some community dialects of Anishinaabe are already dying, or dead. It's a tragedy. Makes me pretty damn angry. This country is responsible for that. I don't speak my language fluently because Canada beat and shamed my ancestors out of speaking it and passing it down. But I gotta remind myself not to get too mired in these bad feelings. I'm still gonna talk about them though, because that's an important part of this journey. Anyway, here are today's words. This is stuff I'm gonna use in the next novel. The word for blueberry is mean. The plural, blueberries, is minan. It's an inanimate noun, so there's going to be an important scene later in the book focused on blueberry picking, and I have to remember that bit of grammar. Blueberry is an inanimate noun. The verb to pick blueberries is minke. Nui minke means I'm going blueberry picking. Ngi minkeme means we picked blueberries. Minkenda means let's pick blueberries. So that's the language memory for today's log. And now here's a bit of prose that I'm going to have to translate. I wrote this in English today, and I'll start trying to translate it tomorrow. But here it is, so that I don't forget. My boy, it is time to go. Our people have been here for too long. We need to go back home. We can't stay here anymore. This land has sustained us. It has provided. It welcomed us, comforted us when no one else did. They sent us up here to die. Little did they know. Yet here we are after everything that has happened. Now their ways are dead, but not our ways, no. You helped take us back to where we needed to be. You're a good man. You did it for her, for your people, and for all of your children, and all their children, and the children that will come after them. You made it this far. You have to go farther, though. We can't stay here anymore. It's time to go home.